Okay, here we are arriving in the port of Gilimas, Lombok, Indonesia. Our first stop outside of either English or Spanish territory where we've spent so much of our time so far. This is the welcome that we received by the local musicians. This is a brand new terminal just built. This used to be a tender port, but now we can dock and make use of this nice new facility. We headed immediately over to by taxi. We actually had a van. There were seven of us, sorry. And we headed over to this location where we're going to pick up our transport out to the islands where we're going to go snorkeling. See this very humble place. Somebody lives there. I think the guy that runs the boat shop lives in that little hut right there. And those are the typical Indonesian catamaran boats or trimaran, I don't know what you call them, that we're going to be taking to get out to the two islands that we're going to spend time at today. The name of our boat that we got on was Bintang Mas, which means bright star. They were asking us here if we needed our snorkel equipment, but we told them, hey, we've all got our own. We don't need any. Thank you very much. I was surprised by the amount of trash that was on the beach here. It was really not very impressive. I don't know why the video is so washed out right here. I reset the camera after this to make sure it didn't happen again, but look at all the trash on the beach. Really pretty disgusting. They said it came from there's a river somewhere that flows into the ocean, and they had a big storm and trash washed out of the river and up onto the beach. I don't know why they don't clean it up. But the two islands we're going out to are Gili Nango and Gili Cadis. In Indonesia, Gili means small island. All these little small islands you see off the coast here are gilis. These are pretty simple boats. They look like they got PVC pipe for pontoons. Other than that, they're all wood. Notice the deck was made out of teak, which is really kind of nice. There's Bob and Laura, our traveling companions from St. George. We've had quite a few really fun shore excursions with Bob and Laura, and this particular one Laura set up for us. We just tagged along with them. And Bob has his own YouTube channel called Bob Allen Travels. He's got some really nice videos. So as we're headed out to Gili Nangu, this is something I've never seen before. It's called a fishing trap, and it's like a little artificial island that they come out to at night. They have a generator. They turn the lights on to attract the fish. You can see they have some nets hanging from underneath. I'd like to actually watch them, see how they do it, but they drop the nets, catch the fish, and fish at nighttime, and I'm not sure if somebody lives on there during the day or not. With that little island out there to the left is Gili Nangu. Nangu, that's the one we're headed for. And we're going to do a little bit of snorkeling off the beach. So here we are. We've arrived at the beach. It reminds me of Gilligan's Island. It's just a really small island, beautiful white sand, blue-green water. Those cottages that you can see over there used to be rented up until the time of COVID, but I don't think they're rented anymore. So you can actually come out and stay on this island. At least you used to be able to. So we're going to jump in the water here, and I'm going to show you some things that are new that we haven't previously seen in any of our other dives. First of all, it looked like they were farming something here, and I know that they used to do a lot of cultured pearl growing here in Indonesia, and these to me look like they might have been cultured pearl racks. You can see there's a hole in what looks like oyster. Yeah, not 100% sure, but it looked like they were possibly cultured pearl racks, like they've been abandoned for some time. Now, the next thing that we're going to look at is a feeding frenzy. We've never seen this many fish in our previous dives, at least all in one place, not even on the Barrier Reef. Well, I was diving and I saw this bottle. It looked like a water bottle. I thought, well, I'll just go down and pick it up so there's no trash on the reef. And I realized it was full of bread and water. And then I realized what I had. Somebody taken it out there to feed the fish, and I guess and dropped it. But boy, these guys are like piranhas. You squirt some of that soggy bread out there, and they just go absolutely crazy. And I think these are sergeant major fish. There's one or two little small parrotfish in there, but it's an amazing bunch of fish, and they actually go crazy. They're like piranhas. They nipped me a couple of times as I was holding that bottle full of soggy bread. And once I realized what I had, I went back up on the shore and I found a guy who could give me some more bread. I gave him a few bucks, and he gave me another bottle full of bread. And I called Laurie over and Bob, and I said, Bob, you got to watch this. He's got his camera there. You can see him. I said, watch this feeding frenzy. There I mixed some water with the dry bread, shake it up a little bit, and then they just go crazy. It's kind of fun to watch. We used to do this with frozen peas in Hawaii. Seems like bread works pretty well here in Lombok. Anyway, after we finished with the feeding frenzy, there wasn't anything else interesting really here. The water wasn't as clear as we'd hoped, and so we loaded up the boats and went to the second island, which is called Gilikitas, and this is the other island. They had a nice little swing there. There was quite a nice hut on the island. I think somebody actually lives in this hut. Little bathroom there on the left, and they had a little shaded garden there. Some more of those transport boats, and you could look across the water to the adjacent gilly. I'm not sure what the name of that one was. There's another one of those fishing traps, different than the other one. This one looks like a little more developed. But here's the little hut that was there. They had some nice benches or chase lounges for us to lay on while we were there. There's the group as we'd already come out of the water when this was taken, but we had a great time. We had a blue starfish, some stuff that we haven't seen before on any of our other dives. brown starfish. Then this cool pink one with brown spots that Laurie found. She actually found all these. And she called me over. She was kind of the spotter. And then she hollered at me, said, "Come over here and look at this. There's something white. Looks like an eel or a snake." And so here it is. We're able to catch this thing. And I think we're a little bit lucky that it was out excuse me, during the day. Usually these guys forage at night. But this guy was out during the day. And so we could follow him for a little while. It was kind of fun. Yep, looks like he got something there. Like he got something else. Fish didn't seem to be afraid of him. I guess they're a lot bigger than he was. So anyway, when we were done, we loaded the boats back up and headed back to the beach. We had to get back to the ship in time for all aboard. So I got one last picture of the transport boats as we're headed back into the beach just at sunset.